a biography of David Muir. In addition to co-anchoring ABC's 20 over 20, David Muir is the anchor and managing editor of the highly watched newscast ABC World News Tonight with David Muir. Since joining ABC News, Muir has sent global dispatches to cover the biggest stories of the day from Afghanistan, Iraq, Iran, the border of Ukraine, Tahrir Square, Mogadishu, Gaza, Fukushima, Guantanamo, Beirut, Amman, and the Syrian border, among other places. Numerous Emmys, the Edward R. Murrow Award, the esteemed George Polk Award, and recognition for his international reporting from the Society of Professional Journalists have all been bestowed upon Muir's reporting. International headlines have been produced by Muir's exclusive interviews with world leaders. Major headlines were created by Muir's interview with President Biden at the White House in December 2021, when he questioned the president about whether the United States was ready for the COVID surge. Following Russia's invasion of Ukraine, Muir was also the first network anchor to speak with President Volodymyr Zelensky of Ukraine. In the past, Muir was granted the first White House interview with President Donald Trump as well as the first network interview with him amid the COVID-19 pandemic. Weeks before the 2020 election, Muir was able to arrange the first-ever joint interview between former Vice President Joe Biden and Senator Kamala Harris, his running mate. In the midst of negotiations with the Taliban, Muir visited Afghanistan to speak with the top U.S. commander there. Later, he went to Iraq to speak with senior U.S. military officials involved in the fight against ISIS. Interview with Iranian President Hassan Rouhani conducted by Muir following the U.S. withdrawal from the Iran nuclear accord. During the then-President Barack Obama's historic trip to Cuba, Muir was able to secure the exclusive interview. Muir facilitated the first-ever Vatican town hall, Pope Francis and the People, and conducted the historic sit-down with Pope Francis inside the Vatican. Muir leading that town hall in the mother tongue. Muir won an Emmy for his work moderating a town hall with President Obama called The President and the People, a national conversation about policing, race, and efforts to heal divisions. In addition to conducting multiple interviews with presidential candidates, including former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton, Muir has moderated a number of Democratic and Republican presidential primary debates. Secretary Clinton apologized to the American people for using a private email server during one of Muir's interviews with her.